Hi, guys, and welcome back to
Built-In
Built-In Besties, a dad
and daughter podcast.
We're going to have a fun podcast today with a long game of Would You Rather Built-In
Yes.
Besties edition. We were very serious last week.
Mhm.
We're going to get back to fun this week. We're going to make it probably a short one because we have a lot going on,
Yes.
but it's going to be fun. Are you ready to get into the questions?
Yes.
Okay, here's your first one. Would you rather have to sing everything you say for one whole day or only whisper for an entire week?
This one's hard. I feel like whisper.
You would go with whisper?
Yeah.
You'd have to be so quiet though the whole time. Just be whispering everything. And then you'd be like, plays it second or whatever you say. 2 outs. Plays it first. And no one would hear you. And then you'd be in cheer also.
I feel like I would rather whisper than sing.
You would rather whisper than sing? I would be like, I am not doing the rest of this podcast whispering.
No.
I would choose to sing for an entire day. It's just one day instead of 7 days of that.
Yeah.
That sounds so miserable. And everyone would ask you to just repeat yourself all the time.
Mm-hmm.
That would be so annoying, I think. You're still going to go with whispering?
Whisper.
All right. I'm kind of thrown off by that, but all right. I like it. Moving on to the next question. Would you rather, this is a wild one.
Mm-hmm.
Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
One horse-sized duck.
You go with the one.
Because if you think about it, a duck can't really do that much. Like, it's just like has wings, but like a horse can like kick you 100 times.
That's true. And even a really tiny horse,
Mm-hmm.
like you could, I mean, I guess this is really grim and brutal, right? But if you were like stepping on them, I think that they would eventually get to you if there were 100 of them.
Yeah.
I think it's really hard to take on 100 of anything.
Mm-hmm.
Even if you think of like a mosquito,
Yeah.
if you had 100 mosquitoes around you, they would get to you
Mhm.
eventually. You wouldn't just be able to like kill all of them
Yeah.
and fight them. That's a good one, I think. All right.
Should we do candle of the week really fast?
Oh, go with candle of the week, and I'm going to look up the other questions that I had.
The like flame is like not burning very brightly, but we have this is I love you, you idiot, and it's from Gilmore Girls. It's from Light Laughs. And
There's no scent
there's
profile,
not
I don't
any scent.
think. I tried to sniff it before, and I just cannot figure out what it smells like.
It's from lightlaughs.com. So.
You have... I forgot we had a different candle. We're going to have to use it next week. Remember the one that we got at that shop that we went to? Where we saw the dog?
Oh,
The really big
yes.
dog? That was such a fun thing.
Mhm.
I think we should break for a second to talk about the fact that I broke your nose
As I itch my
right
nose.
after the podcast we did last week. If you haven't watched it, it's a really good pod. Please go watch it. We left here. We went to an indoor softball, baseball type place. I grabbed a ball, had turned around and lobbed it to you, thinking that you were turning around. Also, you were on the other side of an indoor like cage thing. And I was yelling, the ball's coming. But it was so loud in there that you didn't hear me.
Mhm.
And you turned around at the exact moment to take that softball directly to the bridge of your nose.
Mhm.
I'm sure that was pretty traumatic. I'm so sorry. I was so upset about it also, and that happened to you, and I'm sorry that I hurt you. You look fantastic. You can't tell. I think it was just maybe a tiny little fracture, but it was indeed fractured. So you can check that off your bucket list of things you want to do in your life. Break your nose.
It was funny. A kid in my class, he was like talking about his nose, and I was like, "Did you break your nose playing baseball yesterday?" And he was like, "No." And I was like, a bunch of people were talking about it, and I was like, "Well, would you rather get hit with a baseball or a softball?" And he said a baseball. And he said a softball can't do anything. A different kid said it. And I said, "Well, a softball fractured my nose." So, yeah, a softball can do stuff.
A
It's not
softball,
soft.
certainly. They are not soft at all.
Mm-mm.
Maybe a little less damage because it's like a larger surface, but
Yeah.
still. All right. I want to get back into the game here. I'm sorry that I had to interrupt with that. All right. I'm going to ask, this is like a super silly one, and it can just be a quick answer also. Would you rather have spaghetti for hair or marshmallow feet?
Marshmallow feet.
Why?
Because then it'd be like so like squishy.
That's true. Do you think you
Like,
would stick to places though? Like,
no.
would you leave like a marshmallow trail
No,
behind
and
you?
my feet would hurt less. Because it'd be
Oh, it'd be like being in Hocus, just on some
hmm
clouds of marshmallows. That's a really good answer. I think initially I was like, the spaghetti hair, like, just kind of looks silly. You could pull it back, but
Yeah.
I think you're right about that. That the marshmallow feet are the best one. Okay. Would you rather be followed around by a theme song that plays loudly, or have cartoon sound effects for everything you do?
Cartoon sound effects.
Like, you would?
Okay, I make cartoon sound effects for whenever people are doing things, so I want cartoon sound effects.
Like, what kind of things?
Like what if they like
Oh, weren't we just
if
doing
they were
this the
like
other day?
yeah, we were doing it at my softball practice. If like they
That's
like throw a
right.
ball, whoo, and
Yeah, I like that a lot. If you had a theme song following you, what would your theme song be?
yeah,
Is that like, hold
or
on, is that the Jaws theme song?
yeah,
All right.
or if you're out on the road.
Oh, I see. Little Gilmore theme song to follow you. Okay. That's fun. All right. Let's get into a couple of other ones here. These are a little more thoughtful. I said it was going to be fun, but it's still going to be fun.
Mhm.
Would you rather know what people are thinking about you all the time, or never know and just not care?
Know what people are thinking about me.
Really?
Mhm.
Do you think it would be freeing though to just like not have the care in the world about what people think about you?
Not really,
Why not?
because then you wouldn't really care.
You're
Like,
right. You're right about that, but like, I don't know. I think it would be so freeing if I was just going about my life and only like thinking about what I'm doing and like still thinking about the people around me, but just not caring if they like what they think about me.
I would want to know. Personally.
Would that affect you though? Would you have to like, would you want to be then changing things in your life?
It really depends on what it was or who the person was.
Or would you get like, I think that I would end up getting a little mad about things too. Like, really? That's what you think? If that's the case, but maybe it's the opposite.
Yeah.
Maybe you think that someone would be thinking something about you, but you were just completely wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I guess that would probably, in some ways, maybe like get rid of some insecurities,
Mhm.
right? Because then you would just know how people feel. Okay. All right. Would you rather be famous for something really silly, or be respected but unknown? So
I
think
don't
of
know how to
like the
answer this.
Rizzler or something, right? Think of like something.
You know me as the Rizzler.
Just think of something silly like that. I could think of a couple of other
Mr.
people
Beast.
that are. No, but Mr. Beast he does like a lot of charitable work and stuff like that
He just
also,
does
right?
Stupid challenges.
Well, it is, but like I'm talking like something really silly, just like one incident, something silly, right? Like,
Playing catch and breaking your nose.
yeah, sure, like going viral, right? For one particular thing. Would you rather go viral for that, or would you rather just not really be known at all? Not like known at all, but I'm saying not famous, but respected.
I don't know how to answer this.
Okay. What? Okay, so I'll swap it around then. Do you have a desire to be famous in life?
Not really.
Okay.
I think it'd be funny if I went viral like for cheesy bread. Which I
Cheesy
kind of
bread
did.
viral, that's
A
funny.
little bit.
Okay. All right. But you can't answer the
I don't
question?
know how to answer this.
Okay. All right. I personally think that just like being respected is probably more important than that. I don't really have a desire to be walking down the street and be someone and be like, "Hey, you're the whatever guy."
You're
Right?
the Built-In
Like,
Bestie.
you're the yeah, I don't think that's going to happen, but I am having fun doing this. Okay. Should we do another silly one or two?
Yeah.
Before we get into something really real here. All right. Oh, this one's really tough for you. Are you ready? It's food based, but it's foods you like.
Okay.
Would you rather give up mac and cheese for life or never eat French fries again?
Never eat French fries again.
You'd give up the
I
French
can eat
fries,
tater
huh?
tots.
Oh, you just found a
You
loophole,
didn't say
bro.
waffle fries either.
I did just say French fries. You're right. So you just outsmarted the system right here.
Mhm.
And kudos to you for that because I don't know if I would have thought of that. Okay. These are like some embarrassing would you rathers. All right.
Hey, I keep yawning.
Would you rather have me read your diary on this podcast or have to perform the cringiest TikTok dance in front of your entire school?
Diary.
You, whoa.
I'll go get it right now.
Absolutely not. No, we're not doing that right
Not a
now.
lot
I'm
of
just
people
saying.
know about us. So like,
Oh, so you're saying that if we're only reaching like a couple hundred people, that you would rather have that out there, but that's out in the internet universe for forever. So someone could find it.
Yeah.
Like a future love interest could find it and be like, wait, what?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know what's in your diary, so I can't.
You're
It
gonna
could just
love
be
me for
perfectly
me,
fine.
so.
Nice answer, my friend. I love that. All right. Would you rather have to wear socks on your hands for a whole day or accidentally wear two different shoes to school?
Well, I've worn two different shoes to school.
Kind
once.
of, not really noticeably,
They were two different Crocs.
but they're both black.
They were still two different.
Just
they
a
were two different
slightly
sizes.
different variety.
I don't really care about two different shoes.
Okay, so you wouldn't want. Okay, that makes sense. All right. Let's go into the last and final question that I have.
Okay.
Would you rather go back and relive your favorite memory with me, or would you rather fast forward to be able to see a future one?
Fast forward.
All right. Why fast forward?
Because I don't like going back on things.
Interesting. So you wouldn't want to just see it again. All right. I guess that makes sense. Like you can see it in your mind already, right? So if it was that important of a memory, maybe that's different as you get older. But especially at this time in your life, like you have so much that could happen, right? That's way more than what did happen before. So I think that's a really good answer. All right. We're like super low on time here. So I think that was a fun game.
Yeah.
You answered a couple of things that I didn't expect.
Mm-hmm.
What else has been going on in your week? And would you like to talk about anything special?
Nothing much. Softball, more softball.
Yeah, we've been practicing softball every day. Your mom's been on a trip, so it's just been the two of us.
Yes.
I've had a great time. Softball every single day. Practice just me and you. You were supposed to have some tryouts. Those got canceled again.
I leveled up in cheer.
That was last week. You're right. You leveled up in cheer. So you get to be on the next level team. You should be so incredibly proud of yourself.
Junior level 2.
I know that you've been waiting for this for a really long time. We thought that it was going to happen last year. This is really exciting. And I'm excited for this cheer season for you. New uniforms, new team. You know a lot of people on the team, and some of your previous team did level up with you also. I think it's going to be a really good team from the people that I've seen that are on it already. So that is really, really exciting.
Hopefully on the team with one of my best friends too, which makes me very happy.
That's right. You've been waiting for that for some time. That makes me happy for you. Yeah. All right. What were your feelings when you saw that email? Because you were waiting for that email for so long.
Forever. I was really happy. That's kind of all I have.
That's all you have?
I was happy.
I need more from you. need more from you.
I was excited. Kind of just felt like a weight off my back because I knew what I made and I wasn't just kind of like waiting around.
Good. Yeah, I'm happy that that happened for you and that you didn't have to like go through the torture of not getting on the team that you wanted, because that can be really tough. You were also putting yourself out there potentially with the softball tryouts, right?
Yes.
You're pretty new to softball and you have improved remarkably over even the last few weeks, I think, with the amount of time that you've been practicing and putting into this. And you will, I think, still, as long as we can make it happen, go out and do these tryouts when they do happen. But there's a chance that you won't be on a team, right? Or there's a chance that you get on a team and that
you're never playing.
You are not playing that much. But we had talked about it.
And it's still like you still put yourself out there.
Right. And if you're playing with people who are much better than you, it's only going to keep you getting better and rising up and reaching your true potential that you can reach, because you'll be constantly challenged all the time. And it might be super frustrating, but I believe that you can continue to grow and get better.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Anything else from your week?
Not really. School, softball.
Yeah. I started watching college softball, and I'm a little obsessed with it.
Yes.
I started watching it yesterday when I fell asleep on the couch when I was watching it because I was so tired. When I fell asleep on the couch, it was a game against Tennessee and Oklahoma, and Tennessee was up 3-1. It was the last inning, right? Oklahoma was at bat, the last inning. So, and the bottom of it also, the bottom of the seventh, 3-1. Tennessee pitcher, arguably one of the best ones, the one that you've been sharing on TikTok, who like threw a 75, 78, I can't remember what it was. Yeah, crazy fast softball pitch. She was pitching over 100 pitches in, so she's probably a little tired, right? But they get a couple of people on base, first and third, and then someone comes up and rails a home run with like 2 outs, and they win the game. Oklahoma wins the game. It was absolutely insane, and I was asleep for it. All right, because I fell asleep when they went into the 7th inning, but it's been really fun to watch. It's the like World Series, I think they call it. I don't know, because I don't know these things yet, because I just started watching it a few weeks ago. But it's really fun, and I like going to your games also. You have been killing it. I'm happy that you've still been able to play, even though you have a broken nose. We keep the face mask on. Do you think that you would ever consider playing college softball, or do you think it would like end at some point for you?
Maybe. It really just depends on what happens in the future.
You've been talking about wanting to go to Florida.
Yes.
And be a Florida Gator. They're in the World Series right now. That'd be pretty cool. But yeah, I guess it would kind of be determined by like your love of this if you continue with the sport. All right. I don't know about you being a Florida Gator. Florida's not my favorite place, but that's your decision. You have a long time to decide.
Yes.
All right. Let's wrap it up. I hope you guys had fun with this one. Short
Be a
ep.
nice human.
Be a nice human, everybody.
Uh-huh.
Goodbye.